Hey there, it's Grace. Welcome back. Welcome if you are new. Thank you for being here for another Grace video. Now I gotta say, this was by far one of my better ideas for the combination of Currently Inked and 30 inks 30 days. The simplicity of it, whilst also getting to experience a variety of Ink pairings. I'm just having way too much fun. I'm just having way too much fun. A couple of things I want to share, I'll share later as I swatch the next 5 pens for the week. Yes, we'll have a drink to clear. Okay. A couple of things I want to share later, as I said, as I swatch the next 5 pens and inks that I've been using all week. But the one thing I will tell you now is that this week I decided to incorporate one activity per pen. So it's not one activity per day, because we have 7 days, but it's one activity per pen. So that means 5 different activities for each pen pairing. Writing, of course. And I'll share what I did for each one when I swatch it. I'll also share a little bit of what it looked like, me doing this activity. Also, carryovers were a bit different as well. And all of that is coming up. But first, you gotta know the theme of the week. The theme of the week is high-end wonders. Oh. I don't have many, but the reason for that name is all the pens I selected are some of my higher priced pen purchases or gifts. And truth be told, when I started this fountain pen hobby, I really never thought I'd be owning some of these pens. But here we are. They are in my collection. These are the pens for week 3. One thing I want to say about this is the theme is called High-End Wonder. And I did the one thing that I differentiated between all the other pens and this particular week. High-End Wonder was pens that are $225 and above. So that's these 5 pens here. Let me get my notepad, my notebook. Here we go. Oh my goodness. I swear, looking in the camera at these are just so pretty. Anyway, I don't think I will need anything for this side. I will get out my blotter card. And I'll put the pens here. I know you can't see the pens, but you don't need, I just showed you the pens. You don't need to see the pens, but I'll show you the pens again later. My sample holder. What else am I missing? Oh, tools. I need that. It's just it? Okay. So what I'll be using, obviously, you know, it's my Midori MD A5 notebook. It's the sweetness of my year in pen and ink. I will be using my Speedball nib, the B1 nib, the smaller nib. I need to get out the things. I have a video coming up of the tools that I generally use that you guys generally don't see in when I swatch or do anything. So yeah, I'm looking forward to showing you all the different things that I use, because I have a lot of them. Alrighty, are we ready? Are we ready? Oh my god! At the end, I was just about to say at the end, remind me to show you my cheat sheet. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Okay, let's just go with this. Okay, first pen up is, this is one that I got for my birthday this year. She will almost be a year old. Oh, she is the Visconti Homo Sapiens. Homo Sapiens Fire is her name. Just look at the gorgeousness of it. Anyway, we're not doing that. I have paired her with, this one is called Vinta Plume. And I only got maybe 2 mils of this, and practically all of it is in this pen. It's been made a difficult thing to fill because this is a piston fill, and I have a little bit. So I had to get out my ink miser to do that work, get it in the pen. But this is what we're up against. Let me shake this. I'm hoping I still have shimmer in it. This beautiful shade. Oh, you know what? I just dropped water on my paper. Alrighty, hopefully, and I don't know where my, my rag is under my chair. Well, that doesn't work. Alrighty, we're ready now. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready. Alrighty. Let's see how she wrote. One thing I did notice of all of these when I write them in, I forgot my little flower. I forgot to put my little flower in, and I couldn't be bothered to go and put it in. Alrighty, that is Visconti Homo sapiens with Vinta Plume. Vinta Plume. I did want to say that this is probably the highest price point pen I own, which is neither here nor there, but that's the one that's the highest price point. This ink is the ink that I got from So company in Australia. I do wish they'd send a little more ink in their sample, not just 2 mils. I got it before they close shipping to the US. I don't know if they've resumed shipping to the US, but I'm so glad I got it. The activity for this particular, I'm gonna insert the footage here. Just have a watch. So for this one, I've decided to use the Visconti Homo sapiens pen, and I'm going with, the activity is a prompt from the November Rock Your Handwriting Challenge, and I went with day 15 because it's in the, this week is what, 15 to 22 or 20, something like that. So I've decided to go with 20. It's the only one I liked that I really wanted to actually do. But also, I wanted to show you this. The prompt was 11 letter verbs, tall and compressed. But I also saw, so I got those letters, those words, but I also saw 40 of the most frequently used words in the English language. I think I'm going to go with the prompt, 11 letter verbs. But at some point, I actually want to do that one, the 40 most frequently used words, 11 letter words. I was going through them like, we really use these words. We really use these words. Okay, let me get started. Okay, that was definitely tall and condensed. Okay, so day 15. I'm thinking day 15 is done. Alrighty, let's get to the second pen. It is the Sailor 1911 S, which is standard. It's the smaller size. And it is a zoom lens in here. Beautiful, fantastic writer. And I've paired it with Diamine and Cult pens, their Great Wall of China. When I first got this, I didn't think I'd use it. I am just absolutely digging the color of this. Absolutely digging the color. Alrighty, let me get a little swatch of this. Isn't that a gorgeous green? Oh my word. So special. And let's write with it. is beautiful, beautiful writer and also color. Okay, next one up. Next one up is, did I do that right? This one, I would say this one and another are the lowest of the price ranges. Anyway, we need to get to the next one. The next one is, let's get in focus. The next one is my Leonardo MZG Momento Zero Grande 2.0. I seem to like the 2.0s better than just the regular MZG. Momento Zero Grande 2.0. This one is in Sakura. Oh my gosh. When it first came out earlier this year, I was just like, I need to put this on my list. And the gods made sure that it manifested my wish in the way that I needed it to be manifested. I put in this pen. This is, I used up all of that too. Sailor Shikiori Yozakura. I'm hoping I have enough to swatch. Wow, that's not a lot. That's not a lot. This might be a few dippages. I have to see if I want this. So we're at the tail end of this ink. I have to see if I'll probably empty the rest of this because there's not much left. I mean, probably 2 drops. Empty the rest and see if I really want to get that in a bottle. We'll see. Depends upon the size of the bottle too, because I don't like large bottles. Alrighty, who are we after? Change this nib, and I did not change it. That's okay. It's a fine nib. We will work with that. I've been using it as that anyway. There is that one. The activity. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the activity for this one. Let's go to this, the second pen. The activity for this one that I wrote with, I transcribed. I don't know if many of you know, I actually had a podcast when I was a coach, when I was a mindset coach for women in business. I had a podcast and I decided to transcribe podcast number 19. What if you something the color red? I'll put that up here. But I decided to transcribe the script from the podcast and I used this pen. It was delicious, absolutely delicious writing with this pen. There's not a bad thing I can say about this pen. I do want to get the larger, because this is a small, narrow pen. I do want to get the larger 1911s. I would like to have a king of pens, but you know, we're not. If I had to do this again, high-end wonders, that'll be in this category. Okay, next pen up is the Shikiori, and what I did, I'm not going to show you this one because I just assigned regular old journaling to this. So this one I journaled with just on one day. Remember, these are just one day of activity. So that was that activity for this one. Okay, next pen up is my Magna Carta, MST Black Opal. Look at that freaking beautiful thing. Anyway, this has a fine flex nib on it, and I used, I put in it Diamine Sparkling Shadow. So this one has a shimmer in it. I've not used a shimmer in this pen yet. This was the test this week. The ink this ink is, I found the ink way back in the pile of sample vials, and I thought, you know what? Let's just use this one. We'll see. Besides, one of the things I find that I like to do, even though I put Colorless Docto originally in this pen with that fine flex nib, worked beautifully. I find I like to have a darker color for calligraphy. The practice I did with this particular pen was calligraphy. And so that's one of the reasons why this ink went in this pen. Let's do this one. Bubble, move away. Ooh. Oh, I gotta go deep. Gotta go deep in there. Alrighty, let's do some agitation to get that shimmer showing up. This pen wants to flex at every moment. It's like, my job is to flex, please let me flex. And so I had to write really lightly so it wouldn't flex so much, but you can see I did intentionally do that there. So that is number 5. And I want to insert some footage of me doing calligraphy right now. Calligraphy practice with my offset pen and nib, forgetting that the pen that I wanted to use was the Diamine, was the Magna Carta, and now you'll see me using that Magna Carta pen for calligraphy. Okay, next pen up, the last pen for the week is a pen. If you've watched my latest pen unboxing for the Franklin Christoph Model 2, you'll see that I got a second nib, 2 nibs. I put that nib in here. So this pen is the Carolina Pen Company. I called it Raspberry Swirl. I think there's a name for this, but Sion told me and I cannot remember. Oh no, that was for the other pen. This pen I'm calling Raspberry Swirl. This is the pen that I got. Jonathan let me have a matte bottom and a gloss top. He was so funny when I asked him, he says, yeah, sure. He just let me have it. So cool. Anyway, this pen I have inked up with Vinta Bronze Yellow. I haven't used this ink yet. I was kind of disappointed in the color, and then I grew to like the color after all. So can you see why I liked it now? 'Cause it's baby poop green, baby poop green. Thank you. Now we shall write with the pen. Now remember, this is a music nib, and the stub, the size is 1.9. I did, what did I do with this one? I wrote a quote, and I'll show you the quote in a minute. Ink is isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? I want to show you what I did with it. We'll put that over here, and whilst these dry, I'm going to show you what I did with it. I've mentioned before that I am doing writing quotes in this book, and I want to, basically I'm taking my pairings, some of the pairings for the month, and I think I will go out just a tad, some of the pairings for the month, and writing a quote in here, and then you'll see in a minute. Let's get to the page. So this is the page that I wrote. So it's a quote, and then I write the pen in what the pen is, I write the ink is, and then I do a swatch of the ink. I am loving how this is turning out. I wish I'd done this for the whole year, but I haven't. I've just done it for this. So this pen, the Vinta Bronze Yellow with the Carolina Pen Company, this is the activity I did for that one. So cool. What I've decided is all the pens will go in here, and I haven't yet put them all in. I've just decided that. Alrighty, you can go back. let's get to whilst this dries, let's go to which pens I said goodbye to. Remember, in week 1, I stopped using Monteverde Sapphire, so went out. In week 2, okay, I'm gonna give you a moment. Which ones do you think left the whole week? I haven't written with them at all for week 3. Let's get them out here. Let me set up to get them out for you. These are pens that I just had to let go. These three. First, that's a non-carryover is, I'm so sad. I'm gonna put this over here. That looks a bit teeter-tottery. This one is my Jinhao 10, and in it is the Conklin Dusty Rose. I absolutely love this pink, this dusty, almost rosy, a muted rose color. Oh, it's so good, so good. The thing, and I wrote the pip sheets. I did write the pip sheets. Let me read what I wrote you. What I wrote you. Well, I didn't write you. No, not necessarily. Great pairing. No issues with flow or nib. Ink is beautiful color. Wish converter held more ink. And therein lies the problem. This converter, I love writing with this pen. I think I prefer writing with this pen over Pilot Vanishing Point. The ease in which is to fill and use, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And for some strange reason, this clip doesn't bother me as much. The Vanishing Point clip, for some reason, that is an irritation. Anyway, by the by, I had to fill this up. The ink runs out pretty quickly, and I had to fill up the converter at least 2 times. And by the 3rd time I was going to fill it up, I'm like, no, I'm done. I love writing with it. I think there's no issues with the pen pairing at all. I just didn't want to fill it up again and again and again. It does not hold much ink. If there's one thing I'd say to Jinhao to fix that, I don't know how they will fix that, to let it hold just a smidge more ink, man. Okay, so the ink got a 9.5, the flow got a 10, and the nib got a 9. So the rating for the pen really has nothing to do, well, has very little to do with the converter capacity. I just did not enjoy, having to fill it up constantly. So what do we have? 9.5, 10, 9.5. I'm thinking we're in the range of 9.5. We'll go, where are you? Okay, 9.5. Interesting that it was week 1 pen that went out. There's another pen that went out, and this is the Platinum Curidas, another retractable. By the way, this was a retractable pen. Another retractable. Platinum Curidas, let me tell you the ink color. The ink was Lamy Tourmaline, so that was this one. And this was the same issue as the Jinhao 10. I re-inked it once. I couldn't be bothered to ink it a second time, especially when I have 10 more pens coming to the lineup. So I thought, you know what? You can go by the wayside. There's nothing wrong with the pen, nothing wrong with the ink. Let's see what I wrote on the pip sheet. I have ink has a beautiful sheen once dry. The dark teal color is okay. I don't know. Sometimes I swear, past Grace, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my God. Anyway, no issues with flow, but converter doesn't hold much ink. Pen is awesome as usual. The ink is 8.5. I will keep that, even though past Grace said that the teal color was okay. The ink, I will keep that number, 8.5. The flow was 8.5, and the nib was a 9. And so we shall write 8.75 for this one, because I'm just combining the thing, combining. And the last pen, I'm so sad. The last pen that will not be a carryover into, that was not a carryover into week 3. So remember, I've used these pens already for this past week, especially by the time you're viewing this video. I've used these pens, all of these pens. What I did not use in week 3 was everything except these 3 and then this one. I think this pen, this is a Kaweco AL Sport. It is a piston pen. It is a juicy, this pen is so gorgeous in all the ways. I am so glad I found my way back to Kaweco because I think they're really cute. In the pen, I had Kiwi Ink's Nebula Space Kitty. And if you see Kiwi Ink's, this one has a beautiful shimmer in it. And this pen is a fine. One thing to note, I need to make sure that's right there. One thing to note, the shimmer did not come through in this pen. I wanted it to come through, but I just didn't enjoy, the pairing. What did I write? I wrote, there you go, an okay pairing. I think ink needs a different pen to shine. Yeah, that's what I'd say. I think the ink needs a larger nib, I should say, specifically. Ink also, what is it? Needs a different pen. Enjoying the pen even the fine nib, because I'm not a fine nib person, I'm a medium nib person, but I'm really enjoying this one. The ink also needs playing with mixing. That's another thing I thought about. I need to mix this and make a different color and see what I come up with, because is interesting, but it's kind of, it's a flat color. It's a greeny, what is it? There's a name for this green bummer. It's not going to come from me. If I think of it, I'll put it on the screen. No issues with the pairing, except just was unenjoyable. It just wasn't. Ink got a 7, Flow got an 8, the nib got a 9. So the pairing for this, 7, 8, and 9. I'm going to go with 7.5. I know it got a 9, the nib got a 9, but that was not enough to warrant giving it a higher. So in this last week, I have been writing with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have been writing with 11 inks, 11 pairings, pip pairings in week 3. These are the ones. I am seriously dying. I'm recording this the day before it's going to go out. So today is Thursday. This will go out tomorrow. I'm dying to see which of these I'm going to not use in the final week. Yeah. I'm just so starting week 4 with 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I don't know. We're starting week 4. I don't know. We're starting week 4. We'll see which of these pens, as I said, which pairings, I should say, will still be here in week 4. At the end of this, I will do a whole review process because I'm loving this whole thing. Loving this whole thing. Do you have so far any faves in the bunch? We have 15 pip pairings. Which of your favorite, including the ones that I'm just had to say goodbye to? Which have been your favorites already? Whew. I need to go and ink up week 4 pens, and we will go from there. Goodbye. Much better. Why are you bouncing? Shouldn't be bouncing. That's much better. What is the next thing? Get all the lights. My eyes are always bothering me. I can't see out of my glasses. Cool beans. Right, what is that? What are you doing? Radio, let's go.